Hi Aries, and welcome to your energy forecast Feng Shui reading for this week. It is the 16th of May 2017. I must apologise for being late with this week's readings, but life became a priority. And we're here. Okay, so the fortune stick that we pulled for you this week is the number 11. Now, the number 11 can talk to our first house, how we present ourselves in the world, our attitude and our temperament. It can talk to the second house, our money, our earned income, our material goods, our self-worth, our physical and security, our attitude to money and physical security, and our values and possessions. It can also talk to the 11th house of Aquarius, which does speak to our hopes and our wishes and our dreams coming true. It can talk to friends. It can talk to our attitude or role in the community, and it can talk to social life or volunteering. The second house is ruled by Taurus and the first house is ruled by Aries, so maybe these three signs are around us at the minute. The snippet of information on the Feng Shui stick is you will soon face an important decision that you must make on your own. Sounds a bit ominous, guys, doesn't it? So, Aries, we're also the number 11. Well, the number 11 is a master number. It talks about bringing lofty dreams into reality, having confidence, ambition, and discipline in a situation. The 11th day may have been of some importance. There could have been a turnaround on that day. 3 cards to go with it: 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and 3 of Wands. So the 5 of Swords talks about conflict. Can be inner conflict or conflict with others. But it's a change of energy. It's not permanent energy. It's a change. We're going through a situation here, and it's sat right next to Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune does refer to Jupiter, and Jupiter is retrograde in Libra at the minute, which talks about seeking balance and harmony in situations. It does talk about changes, which again the Wheel of Fortune does. It can talk about challenges and breaking routines, something changing and a routine changing. And they are put together with the 3 of Wands. Now the 3 of Wands talks about seeing the possibilities that lie ahead. When we've hit the 3, we've already made the first steps of success in a situation. It talks about having energy and enthusiasm to move forward. Sorry, this card. It can talk about travel. It can talk about relationships. It can talk about weddings. But it talks about originality and the first degree of success in a situation. It talks about finding ingenious ways to problem solve or get your message across. Think laterally when we're viewing things. Try new ways or new approaches to fire up communication or creativity. There's some kind of conflict. It could be an inner conflict regarding changes that are happening around us at the minute. But if we look at these in a new way, with enthusiasm and lateral thinking, we should be able to move forward very successfully this week. As I say, the 5 of Swords, it is a card of change. There is a lot of conflict. It can be the hollow victory. There can actually be an argument here, and it ends up a situation where nobody wins. But if it isn't in a conflict, maybe we know things are changing around us and we don't want them to, but we have to change to keep on progressing in our life path. We had the 11, which does actually come back to the second house of our money and earned income. So it could be a conflict on the work situation, but there is changeable energy. There is a completion somewhere and a new phase of energy coming in that promises optimism, self-motivation, and actually, moving forward and making decisions on our own regarding a situation. With the Five of Swords, I would say be very careful about how we think about something or how we communicate it. A negative thought or a negative communication can cause change that we don't want. Though I do think it's being cautious, not entering into a conflict, accepting whatever change comes along, but feeling motivated and enthusiastic to move forward. It can predict a new relationship. It could predict a new work situation, and it could predict a new creative path or travel. We could be looking at a celebration with this card at the end of the week or later on in the week, after Thursday I would say, and we might be in a bit of conflict within ourselves prior to that. But if we just accept things happen when they should, for what reasons they should, and move forward, we should be absolutely fine. With that said, guys, I hope you have a great week. Thanks again for coming to see me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Take care. Bye.